So here we're finding zeros of our graph, and you know that zeros is the big boy word. It means the same as x-intercepts. So I'm going to show you how to do this in your calculator. We've done this before, but this is just a refresher. Notice we have two zeros. We have a 0 here, a 0 here. So maybe mark those on your copy, because those are the points we're going to be finding. All right. And what I've done is I've already typed this into my grapher, so I have my function y equals. And notice it doesn't quite look like the picture I gave you because I'm zoomed out a little bit. So I'm going to hit zoom and then 6 to just reset that window so it looks like my picture. And the trick here is we're going to do this twice, and we have to tell the calculator where to look. So the keys you're going to press, make a note of this, is second, and then calc, and then 0. And so those are the keys. I'll show you how to do it. So here's your graph. Make sure it looks like mine, and then do second. Trace is the calc button now, and then 0. And now here's the trick. It's going to ask you left bound, right bound. So this is where you have to be kind of smart about what you tell your calculator to do. So for left bound, I'm going to work left to right. So I'm going to find my left 0 first. So left bound, I chose a value to the left of that 0, so I'm below it. My x value is more negative. I hit enter, and now it says right bound. So I'm going to choose a value to the right. And notice I have two little arrows that highlight the zeros, and then it says guess. So I'm not done yet. I'm going to hit enter one more time, and then it spits out that 0. So my first 0 is at -4, and my left bound and right bound, I did this. So this is the thing that people struggle with, if they struggle, is your calculator is not smart enough to figure out which 0 you want without you telling it. So you have to highlight those two values, and then when I do the second one, well, when I do the second one, my left bound has to be in between the two zeros, and my right bound has to be to the right of it. So then here we have a left bound and a right bound. So let me show you what that looks like. So same thing, second, calc, 0, left bound now. I want to highlight just one of these zeros, so I'm going to go here. And notice my arrow is to the left of this 0, but not to the other 0. And then I'm going to select a value now to the right of that 0, so I'm over here. And notice my 0 is between those two arrows that I made. And then guess, and I get 0.8 is my other one. So x equals 0.8. And that's my values, that's my list of zeros. So the trick here is you have to highlight only one 0, otherwise it's not going to work. So for example, if I put my first arrow over here to the left of my both zeros, and then I put my second arrow way over here so there's more than one 0 between the two, it's going to find one, but it will never find the other one for me. Right? So you have to do one at a time. Same thing here. I've highlighted no zeros, so see how my right bound is to the right of both of these now? If I hit enter now, then your calculator is going to spit out an error. So those are things to watch out for.